Welcome to Spiritual Success, the podcast. I'm your host, Cynthia Stant. As a dedicated student of metaphysics, I have skillfully honed my intuition, mastered the art of meditation, and cultivated a disciplined spiritual practice that has led me to become a multi-seven-figure top sales producer. Today, I work with thousands of business professionals, entrepreneurs, and their teams to up-level their sales game and create magic in their business and life. On this show, you will see that all success truly happens when you authentically align with your intuition. So come, be vulnerable, be open-minded, and allow success to pour through you here on Spiritual Success. Hi, everybody. I'm Cynthia Stant, CEO of my company, Cynthia Stant, host of my podcast, Spiritual Success, and the founder of the Spiritual Success Experience and also the VIP Inner Circle. So I work with really successful women who are ready to up-level in all areas of success. So these are business owners, entrepreneurs, high executive achieving women who are go, doing, and ready to learn how to chill, get support, to feel surrendered, but also at the same time, do that in order to hit new levels of success. Now, one thing that I absolutely love is that being a woman of metaphysics, going to the College of Metaphysical Studies, I've really realized that the things that you learn there can be applied in all areas to achieve success, and this includes business. I'm obsessed with sales. I'm obsessed with business. I absolutely think business is a way to live your purpose, to create an impact, to create a ripple effect and leave a legacy. So one of my missions in life is to really help women to connect with their inner feminine beast. That is the version of you that has the courage, the power, the strength, and clarity to get shit done and to see it through. And this really counts in business as well. So I'm very excited to talk about the new offers that I have, but not just that, introduce you to a particular client that has worked with me in one of these particular offers. So I offer business consulting, and I also offer VIP days, which are virtual intensive days. Let's not dumb me down or, kind of wash out the word intensive. They are intense, but they are ways that I can work with you to hyperspeed your results. Real quick, a little thing about me is that it's been 1 year now. It's kind of crazy to think about it, but I was a very high executive saleswoman, and I end up getting fired from my job. Long story, I go first, universe responds. I'm completely supported, but I was like, I'm not going to go back to the corporate world. I'm ready to start my own business. Within 4 months, we became a six-figure company. Within 6 months, a multi-six-figure company. And just in the last few months, we've been at $70,000 cash months and over. So this is something that I enjoy. This is something I love doing, and I love teaching other women how to do it. So today, I wanted to introduce you to one of my clients inside the Spiritual Success Experience who asked for help and support in her business as well through a virtual intensive day with me. Her name is Kelcee Sparks, and I'm going to be pulling her up right now. I did it. That I figured out this technology. Hi, Kelcee. Thanks for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Awesome. Okay, Kelcee, before we get started, 100%, tell everybody what you do and tell us about how your company serves your clients.
Yeah, so I am a longtime project manager in the corporate world, and I realized about 18 months ago, pretty close to when you did, that was not for me anymore. So I came home, started my own business, and I have been playing the integrator project management role for clients for about 18 months. And it wasn't too long ago that I realized that there were tons of people who had the skill set to be project managers, but didn't have the technical skills yet. And I did. So I wanted to start helping people up-level their VA businesses, start new businesses, and become six-figure earners from home.
Perfect. So who is it that you particularly work with?
So my target client, which is what you helped me understand, would be moms and females who want to work from home, who want to have time flexibility and freedom to take care of their children and enjoy their families, but also make a good living at six figures from home.
Yeah. So the awesome thing too is that I asked you right before this call. So how are your clients doing? We recently got a few clients together. How are they progressing in the program that we put together? And what was your answer for me today?
So 2 of them officially have hit the six-figure mark in their business, and we are so excited.
Oh my God, like I'm celebrating that. That's what it's so enjoyable to me. And that's why I love coaching business, because what happens is I help you, right? Which obviously when you give, you receive. It helps me, my company, and my family, but you're helping your clients, which is helping your family and helping their family. It literally is this ripple effect. It's this it doesn't just stop and start and stop here. So I love hearing that. Congratulations for helping your clients to achieve success. And that's not just any success. That's some legit badass amazingness. And you should be so proud. You're helping women who are starting these side hustles to become six figures through the VA and the background of the OBM kind of work. That's beautiful. Okay. So when I first connected with you, we had a consultation call, which I think is very important. I want to know all about you. I want to learn about you, where you're at, what you're working on, and to make sure that this is a good fit. My consultation calls are very much a two-way conversation. It's definitely not me selling to you, pitching to you. I'm not here to convince anyone. I'm here to convey my message and make sure that it's a good fit for the both of us. But after we had that talk, I was so proud of you. I could tell you were a little nervous, which can happen sometimes when you're investing, but you also were like, I'm in. We're doing this. Let's go. So what was going through your mind when you decided, heck yes, I'm ready to do a VIP intensive day with Cynthia?
Well, because I work with you and that spiritual success experience, I knew, like, when I said yes to this, that my life was going to change, that everything in my business was going to change. So all of those emotions of like, am I ready for this? I'm nervous. I'm ready for this. What do I do? And then obviously the nerves around investing. But I knew during that conversation that the conversation was way more about me and my needs and what aligned with me and what fit with my business and the business that I wanted, and way less about what you wanted to teach me. So I knew it was a perfect fit.
Yeah, I think too, it's like you said, being a client in a spiritual success experience. Now, you don't have to be a client of mine, just so you know, for VIP days, but we kind of plugged into each other's power a little bit already. Mm-hmm. I think naturally the fact that we even joke about it, but we're both like college athletes. We're both, kind of competitive. We're both moms of two little boys. We're both like women who have achieved a lot in the executive world, but we also don't like to play small. We like to go fast. And if there's somebody who can do it bigger, quicker, faster, then yes to my success, like, let's go. And we really, kind of vibed on that. And I think that was really beautiful. But I was very proud of you for pulling the trigger, because momentum, wherever the focus goes, momentum goes. Really proud of you. So thank you for sharing. I think people forget the fact that, like, yes, even at the level I'm at, I'm nervous. When you invest, it's like, is this going to work? I always say I absolutely give you all of me when we get together. So let's talk about what it's like when I give you all of me. Before we break down exactly what we covered in that day, let's just jump to it. When we actually had our VIP day together, did you feel supported? Did you feel like you got a wealth of knowledge? Did you walk away with some action plans and breakthroughs? I'm sure that's what everybody wants to hear right away.
Yeah. So first of all, the day was amazing. We literally spent an entire day together. We broke for lunch and that was it. And I never felt like there was any time during the day that my business wasn't moving forward. And I wasn't working directly on my business, but I was working on all of the things that I needed to be focusing on at that point. So I felt like literally every second we were on the phone, I made progress in my business that needed to be made. And walking away with an action plan that I'm still doing every single day to bring in new clients was amazing. There was above and beyond the amount of resources you gave me, the amount of information you gave me. You emailed me information afterwards that has helped me to kind of put my own strategy together based on what we talked about. And I can't thank you enough, and I can't tell you guys enough how wonderful the day was.
Right. I love hearing that. Thank you. I don't dabble. I don't try. I don't figure out. I don't mess around. I don't play. If you commit to me, I commit to you. And I always say my client success is my number one commitment. Your success is my success. So how this works is the very first thing that I do is I send a very intensive questionnaire. And the more you can give me, the better. Then what happens is we schedule your preliminary call where we connect together and we dive in deep over this questionnaire so I can figure out everything I need to know, really feel supported so that I can support you. I come ready to that VIP day with a stack of notes and a game plan and a million different options, because here's the thing. I'm not telling you how to run your business. I'm giving you options to see what feels best for you, because ultimately you're the CEO, you're the boss, you're the shot caller, and what feels good to you is what needs to be like implemented, not just a system, a strategy. The answers are always within you. And please just remember that as a mentor, as a spiritual coach, as a business coach, no systems outside of you are responsible for your success. It's always going in within, and really knowing how to make decisions based on doing it from alignment as your inner feminine beast. So I'm sure as you're filling out that questionnaire, it's kind of like, why is she asking these questions? I'm leaving this one blank. I'm leaving that one blank. And that happens quite a bit. I had a few preliminary calls just yesterday where I'm like, why are these blank? They're like, I don't know. That was important. It's so important. So what was the preliminary call like for you when we were going over, before we even had your VIP day? What did you walk away from that with?
So first of all, I went into it with all of this confidence that I knew all of the answers to all of these things. And the preliminary call was when I realized, like, I am so glad I signed up for this, because I have so much further, so much deeper to dig. And it was so eye-opening how deep I could dig. I didn't think of most of the things you had in your questionnaire and most of the things we talked about in the preliminary call. So I know that those were the things that have made a big difference for me.
Yeah, and it's order is heaven's first law. It's clarity creates focus, and when there's focus, there gets momentum. And what it's about is not pleasing everybody. It's not about selling, something that's $50 to thousands of people. It's about, getting those 50 people that absolutely are obsessed with you, love you for that $1,000, price point. And so that's what I knew for you. And really, we needed to narrow down that person, and we needed to speak to her, and we needed to connect to her, so that when she sees you, when the student's ready, the teacher comes, when she hears it from you, she's like, oh my God, this is my person. I'm in. And it's, so that was really important. And I think narrowing down your avatar changes everything, because that's how you show up on camera. That's how you create your messaging. That's how you create your copy. And even though it seemed like we spent a lot of time on that, we nailed her. And it's obvious. It's super obvious. All right. So after the preliminary, I go and I do all my homework. I come up with a stack of notes, and we get ready on game day. I'm pretty sure we got up for lunch break for about 20 minutes. We had a bunch of water on the side, and we just went. Now, all that's recorded for you so that you can make sure that you can watch those in replay. But let's talk about what we covered in just one day together. So I'm going to go through this list. It sounds like I'm talking quite a bit. If there's anything you want to add or cut me off about that was like the biggest breakthrough or something, like, let me know. But in one day, we connected to your perfect client and made her become so real that we could serve her to the best of our ability. We reconstructed your entire program, which at first was a recorded course that was only a few weeks long, and we set it up to a model that would support your desired lifestyle. So something about me that's really important is I've worked with thousands of entrepreneurs, and I learned not only what to do, but what not to do. And when I personally started my own business, I wanted to make sure that from year one, I can be making the level of income that I desire. It doesn't have to be this long-term 5-year mark that'll happen, but also I wanted to make sure that it suits my lifestyle. I want to be done at 5 o'clock so I can be there to support my children. I want to be not working on Fridays, because why do I have to? It's my own company. I want to go on a week vacation every week. Cynthia, you have to work go hard and really strive before you can have that. No, we can start on day one, planning our schedule around the lifestyle that we want. So we did that with you. We made it so that when we make sales, that you receive more pay in fulls, and secure future recurring revenue. That was huge. That is so important to know how much money you have coming in through one sale, either 6 to 12 months from now. That's so important. We even tripled the investment of your program that we had together. You feel aligned with that amount. You felt comfortable. We really worked on the energy and your signature frequency of that number. And we also really talked about different ways that we can serve your clients. It's never selling. Okay. If you come to my workshops, you come to my master classes, it's not sell. It's really about serving, because it's true. When you give, you're allowed to receive, and serving feels damn good. So we've talked about how we can really serve your clients and really reach out to them, give them that white glove service, really make them feel supported, build rapport, create emotional connection, be super authentic. And that's what earns trust. And that's why people buy. They buy off of people that they trust, people who are like them or feel that they really can support them and getting them the results. So We also made sure that your testimonials and your referrals were coming from that, that you were having referral programs in place, that you were understanding how to ask for testimonials from your current clients. My goodness, is anything you want to add to what we covered there?
So, I mean, for me, I want to make sure people hear that the strategy and the price has made such a big difference for me, and you cover it in that day in a way that no one else does. And trust me, I've worked with some other people before, and they were great and they helped with what they were good at, but marketing strategy and price were things that I got out of what she just said, and that completely changed my whole business.
It's your information, it's your product, it's your energy all over it, but kind of look at it like I'm the gift wrap. It's like you're the full package, but I helped you to create the bow. We packaged it, we priced it, we made it feel good for you, and we made it a no freaking brainer for the women who are interested in working with you. And we made sure it was results oriented. Like, people knew this. It's like, I'm going to do A, B, and C to walk away with 1, 2, and 3. And it's super clear, feels good for you. So that makes me so happy to hear that. Thank you. We mapped out your sales budget and forecasted what it takes to hit your monthly income goal. It wasn't just like, let's hope we do good. Maybe we'll make sales. Let's try our best. It's like, no. This is what our goal is. That's what we're going to own. That's what we're going to claim. And this is how we work backwards in order to ensure that we're guaranteed to hit our goals. So we came up with the exact number of sales that you need to make and the strategies that we need to implement and how often we have to launch in order to make sure that we're getting these goals. So that's important. What also is important, and I loved how, again, you were like, you know what? I'm open. I'm listening. This for some people can be scary, but I can tell you can handle this. We talked about hiring. So right now, in the beginning, you were a one-woman band. We talked about getting just our first VA, because as the CEO, you are the face, you are the leader, you are the one that's in front of your people. There's certain things you need to be doing, and there's certain mechanical, tactical, every single thing, like day things that we can delegate. I'm a really big fan of hiring before you need to, because if you hire when you need to, then you're already behind. So we actually not only talked about the best way to hire somebody, we made a list of everything that after that we went over today that can be delegated to the person that you end up hiring. You jumped off the call and you said, I have 3 interviews lined up. So I was so proud of you for that. Not everybody does that. And then you can do these things on your own. I will give you options. She went with the option of like, let's hire. We discussed the ins and outs of organic growth. In my company in the last 5-6 months, we haven't run ads. Doesn't mean I won't do them again. I'm sure I will, but you don't need to run ads. Organic is actually so much better because, again, it's going to your people. You choose who you want to sell to. You choose who you're working with, and they feel like they really know you. They vibe with you, and these conversations, they sell a lot quicker. So we talked the ins and outs of how to connect with people organically. We talked about the art of the DM. As somebody who's made multi-millions in DM conversations, I gave you the ins and outs on how to do that, connect with them online, how to reach out to them. DM samples. I gave you some references for inspiration. And I know this is something that you had a lot of resistance towards. But whatever you have the most resistance towards is the thing you must do first. People always say, Cynthia, how do I go really fast? I'm like, easy. Do the thing that makes you most uncomfortable or scares you the most. Do that first. We're going to tell everybody in just a minute what happened after you did that. But we also covered unique ways that you can create large cash infusions. When you're brand new in business, yes, it's wonderful to have group coaching, but that's usually a monthly recurring revenue. That takes a while to pile up to have enough to make up the income that you want to make. So for instance, I was a multi-6-figure earner. You were as well in your previous position. There's a certain bar, a certain standard, a certain lifestyle that we want to maintain. And just getting monthly payments takes a while. You need 1 client at first, 2 clients, 3 clients. Before you get to the 20-some, 30, 40 clients, that takes a while. So let's learn how to get cash infusions immediately to start paying for the things that we need to invest into our business, but also to pay ourselves. That's so important. So we talked about ways to be able to get the cash infusions and hyperspeed hitting your monthly income goal. We even came up with your weekly schedule when we created your Facebook group together. We came up inside there about how you can be serving every day, make it fun, make it entertaining, and show your prospects basically how you provide value and how you serve, but also use that as a database. So we also talked about actually how to manage a database of connecting with leads, making sure we know who's not falling through the cracks, how to run CRM management. Like we did a ton that day. I actually have one more page of things that we cover, but based off the things that we just talked about there, was there anything you'd like to add that was like, this was that breakthrough? No, that was the thing that like really helped me. I'm sure everybody would love to hear more about that.
I mean, the thing that really helped me was understanding how the things that I didn't want to do, like DM outreach, you broke it down and you explained to me, and that's who I am. I'm a process person, obviously, as a project manager. So when you broke it down and you showed me exactly how it was going to affect my business, that was everything I needed to push go and say, okay. So out of all of that, that was the thing that honestly has changed my business the most.
I love that. And I think that's for most people. So here's the thing, 80-20 rule really applies. So basically what that means, I think most people know what that means, but not just in case, 80% of the things that you do only get 20% of your return. 20% of the things you do get an 80% return. So every day you want to sit down and you want to say, all right, whose life am I going to change? And where's my money at, right? Because we're serving, we're allowed to receive. And we have to remember, sales online are the same foundational principles as they are in any types of sales. As a woman who's done real estate, as I've done door knocking, I used to be the state portfolio manager for the second largest supplier in the world for wine and spirits. It's the same foundations. And what the 20% is connecting to people. Connecting to people. My entire business is started off of connection calls and starting to people, connecting them in DMs. There's this thing that we have with DMs that we're so intimidated, we're so weirded out. And I will admit, even as one of the top social sellers in the world, when I first started social selling through DMs, I was like, what do I do? How do I do this? After thousands and thousands, I would say hundreds of thousands of DMs, I learned the systems of how to really have effective communication where you're serving, but you're also qualifying and you're building and organizing lists and learning how to sell and really have the most return on these conversations. So I'm happy that you really took that in, even though there was a lot of resistance. That's the thing. I will be your biggest cheerleader, but I will shake you with love. We shook each other in love with that a little bit. And until you tell everybody what happened in just a minute. Okay. So we did that. The other thing is we identified your assets. You had some amazing, mind-blowing assets that were not being utilized, that when we get into the hands of our leads and prospects, they provide value. They began to see how credible you are. They wanted to know more. And we even talked about options on how to make money off of these assets that you had, which is awesome. We planned out, this is the big one, your entire freaking workshop. So, all right, it's time to do a full launch. And we love launches, right? We want to be making sales in between all the time, but launches are fun because you can close a lot of people at once. You can get a whole new group of people getting in as a class together. But we planned out your entire workshop. We went over day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. We came up with the topics. We came up with the homeworks. We came up with the posts that you need to do. We talked about the DMs you need to send every day. We even came up with like how you're going to do the invitation. And notice I don't say pitch. We don't pitch to people. We invite them to plug into our power. And my favorite part is we picked the actual date, which I'm holding you accountable to do your first launch on. So we know everything we need to do leading up to it, because we know what happens leading up to it is more important than actually what happens during. Getting the right people there, making sure that they see the value, making sure that you're connected to them, making sure that you're organized, making sure that you feel comfortable and have clarity on how you're going to present. These are things that we did. And notice, this is my favorite part, we didn't pick months away. Would you like to tell everybody when your launch is scheduled?
October 18th.
October 18th. That's in 2 weeks, y'all. Like, we're not messing around. So we met last month and we picked October 18th. So this is what I mean. It's imperfect action. It's going. And the thing about launching in particular too is you do it again and again and again. And that's how it works. And I always joke around because I have a spinny chair, but whoop, this is launching, y'all. It's a swirling door. People are ready, then they're not. Then they're ready, then they're not. But you're constantly here casting a wide net. You're putting the lines in the water and you're showing up consistently, because the keys to success are consistency and repetition. So understanding your model, learning how to debrief what works, what doesn't, and what can we do different after each time is going to help you to become better and better at that. So basically, after that one day together, we covered all of that and you walked away with a legit plan. You walked away with confidence. You walked away with strategy, you walked away with structure, support, and you gained massive momentum in your business. So without launching, What happened 4 days later?
I signed my first client.
You signed your first client, and how did they choose to pay?
In full.
In full.
Yeah.
That's because you showed up as her. That's because you honestly, this is what I mean. I can help you and give you strategy. The success is in you. The confidence is in you. And how did we end up closing this person? It was through the thing that made you most
Nervous. Yes,
nervous. I always know how to tell you how to prioritize what to do based off the things that you're showing me energetically as an intuitive woman that I can see you have the most resistance toward. Because once we break down that resistance, it's going to flow to you and through you. So yeah, 4 days later, a program that didn't even exist, we sold somebody into and paying a fool without even launching and having DM organic conversation. And since, you've had your clients going through this program, 2 of them already hit 6 figures. Like, this is huge, Kelcee.
Yeah.
This is flipping huge. I'm so proud of you. So all in all, you're happy with your experience.
Very, very happy.
Would you recommend this to anybody, and who would you recommend this for?
So I would recommend this to any business owner that's ready to up level to the next level. I don't care if you are already making millions and you're ready to make multi-millions, if you're making 6 figures and you're ready to make multi-6 figures, or even if you haven't hit the 6-figure mark yet. This truly has helped me. This is going to be the key for me to get to 6 figures, probably in 6 months, not even a year. So, and I'm only using what I learned from Cynthia that day.
I love that. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's what's so interesting is I do have several clients who are 7 figures that come to me just for a little, like, go through my stuff. What's that thing that we can just twist, pivot, or add? Boom, there's the breakthrough. Yesterday, one of my preliminary calls with somebody who's starting completely from scratch. Yeah. That's important too. Get started the right way the first time without making all the mistakes, and worst, putting in all this time. Time is your biggest asset. Do not waste time. Go fast, right? So I'm glad that you brought that up. Thank you. And the last thing too is we don't just stop there. What happens is you go, you apply, I'm going to follow up with you with a full recap of everything that we covered, a bunch of samples, things that you can use, some DM conversations were things that you really needed support on. I showed you graphics and ideas and things that I personally use and implement in my business. But then a few weeks later, we scheduled your follow-up call, which is like a full hour session where you come completely ready with a million questions that we go bang, 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 bang on, so I can make sure that I support you. Any feedback on your session, your follow-up session?
So first of all, I'm pretty sure Cynthia does this so that you have to do the things that you're most resistant to, because you don't even want to show up again and tell her you did it. So, you know what? I had a million questions by the time we had that call, and I felt like you answered every single one of them in the time we had together, and I have used that to kind of shape the strategy to align with my business, and I've sold 5 programs since that phone call because of
you saw me launch. Oh my God, you told me that. You told me that. That's amazing.
Just from what you told me in that follow-up phone call, because I felt like I knew what to ask and I knew where I was missing, and you really helped to realign me. So
that's amazing. That is freaking amazing. And you know what's really important too that I think we bring up is in the follow-up call, we didn't just talk strategy and systems, and that we talked a lot about the mindset and what happened and the things that we got nervous about, the things we weren't sure about when we started questioning, is this working? We talked a lot about that because I always say, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, it's not what you do that matters. It's who you are when you do it. So making sure that everything we decide to do, we're doing it in alignment. Because if you're not, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy, and you're not going to attract people who are in alignment either. When you are in your power, you attract people in their power. We're not even attracting money. That's what's so funny. People think like you're not going around with vacuums, like sucking out money. It's like you're attracting people who have the power to invest in you. And you need to be a woman in your power as you do that. So we really remind ourselves who we are, who do we want to be, and how are we showing up in order to serve these people. And you're doing it beautifully. 5 people before we even launch. Do you understand that, like, that's not normal? Like, that's amazing. Like, that, you should be so proud of that. Heck yeah, I'm so proud of you. So thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I'd love for you to, for putting your time in here and spending, hanging out with me. How can other ladies follow you? What is your Facebook group? We'll make sure to put in the links here too, so they can come check you out. Any other ways that you would like for them to hang out with you? Definitely let everybody know.
So I'm kind of, after telling you guys about my success, I'm kind of embarrassed to say that I'm rebranding because Cynthia has led me to so much success. But I want you to DM me at Kelcee Sparks on Facebook. That's where I'm showing up right now. I have a six-figure virtual assistant Facebook group. You can find me in as well. I would love for you to come join us, but DM me and let's chat and let's figure out if we're a good fit or if I can help you with anything or vice versa.
Yay, that's amazing. And we'll make sure that we get your Facebook group here so we can put it here. And if you're listening to this on audio, we'll put it with the description too. So Kelcee, I just want to thank you so much. I'm going to hang out with everybody a little bit longer just to tell them details on how they can apply if they're interested. But I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. I acknowledge you. And I'll be connecting with you really soon. Thanks, Mama.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Well, that was freaking awesome. 5 sales, pay in fulls before we even launched. Like, I have scheduled several of these VIP days and I freaking love them. They are such a joy to do. And I absolutely love helping women to hyperspeed, to get clarity and to move fast in their businesses. As a woman who has worked with some 7 and 8 figure entrepreneurs and helping them to pivot online, to make sales online, to help them to live the lifestyle and to create a business that really works for them and helps them to do God's purpose, I can't think of anything better. So this is something that we are currently offering. Now, clearly, since this is a whole entire day with me, these are days that are a little bit limited. So we have a wait list right now, but you can certainly reach out to Karina. She's here to answer any questions that you may have, but also we're going to be putting a link. Now, we do have applications for this, and how the application work is it's going to just ask you a bunch of questions so I can see where you're at in your business. Again, it doesn't matter where you're at. Don't feel like I'm judging you through the application process. I'm just learning about you so that I come prepared to all of our calls. I don't mess around with people's time. I really believe time is the biggest asset. So when we're together, we go straight to it. So if you're interested in having a VIP day, learning more about it, Karina's here posting the link on how you can apply. After we apply, we'll be reaching out to you. You'll have your initial consult. A consult, just so you know, is not me, asking you a million questions, or even having you ask me a million questions. It's more of like a coffee chat, a back and forth, really just seeing if we vibe together, making sure that I can support you. Now, this is mostly for people who have service-based businesses. So a lot of this is going to be coaching. A lot of this can be even photography. This can be, we have women who have, or a lot of our women are attorneys. Doesn't matter what level you're at. I've worked with all the different levels. Okay. So I'm here to support you on that. There's a million different types of things I can help you with. My forte, my number one, I can absolutely help you is if you have a coaching business. Again, as a woman who started, this coaching company only a year ago, we hit 6 figures in 4 months, multi 6 figures in 6 months. And just this month in September, we had our largest cash month, which is just a little bit over our previous one, but over $72,000 cash. When I say cash, that's important, okay? Because just so you know, people sometimes misconstrue this on the internet. Somebody will say I had a $100,000 launch. Sometimes what that means is they made $100,000 worth of sales. So maybe they got 10 clients at $10,000 recurring. They secured that future income. When I say cash, that means that's how much we brought in our bank this month. Okay. And ladies, cash is queen. Okay. We like cash. We like cash infusions. We like paying fools. We like people who truly are committed. So something else that I love working on and just want to tell you what we can cover in these VIP days is also really getting a referral program in place for you. I would like to see 50% of your business being referrals. Your clients need to be happy. We need to make sure that they are getting the results because 1, that's where your testimonials come from. 2, that's where your referrals come from. 3, that's why you're doing this in the first place because you want to get your clients results, right? But let me tell you, I have it over here somewhere. Just all the things that we can talk about for your actual VIP day. Do I have it here? Oh, I might have moved it. If you go to the link here, it's all the things that we can cover plus more. This can be pricing, programming, structuring. This can be launching strategies. This can be sales in between. This can be organic growth. This can be DM conversations. This can be connection calls, strategy calls, consults. This can be overcoming the biggest objections that you're getting and why you're getting them. Most importantly, what I do is what you're not expecting. This is not what they teach in business school. Trust me, I went to business school. This is not what any of the business consultants I ever worked with do. They help you to be in alignment first. They help you to discover her. And I refer to her as your inner feminine beast. This is your highest self. This is the version of you that's already been at the end result. Energetically speaking, we know that nothing's created, nothing's destroyed. The version of you that you want to be already exists. All the answers for her, she's looking down on a maze. She's not stuck in it. I can help you to tap in, tune into her. And as an intuitive woman, I can already see her. I can see your potential. And when we get together, we're going to discover her. We're going to align with her. And every decision that we make on your VIP day is going to be coming from her, because otherwise it's not in alignment and we're wasting our freaking time. We've all done it. We learned strategies. We did it to the T, exactly the way they told us to do it. And it didn't work. Why? Because it was not aligned with who we are. I'm not here to give you a system. I'm here to give you a bunch of options for you to select that feel aligned with you. So again, Karina has the link here. Now, this is something else I would love to mention. VIP days are fabulous. They're super fun. We can go super fast. Now, some people really want to make sure that they are getting more longevity in their support. Totally get that. Totally understand. We are announcing we have a waiting list and a link going out that Karina can share with you for one-on-one coaching opening up in November. At the end of November, we have limited spots available for one-on-one coaching. Now, one-on-one coaching is beautiful because yes, it can be business coaching. It can be mindset coaching. It can be embodiment, energetic coaching. But what happens too, when you become my one-on-one client, you get full access into my 12-month spiritual success experience program as well. All the mindset work, all the mastery work of meditation, mindset, manifestation, and metaphysics. Those are the things that help you to not up level just in your business, but in all areas of success, health and wellness, hitting your monthly goals. I get done more in a month than some people get done in like 6 months. This is not to toot my horn. This is to say what is possible. But if you go look at a few posts ago here on my page, you'll see some of the things that I achieved in September. Largest cash month. I booked a freaking castle. I still can't believe I said that. I booked a castle in Scotland to host my 10-year vow renewal in. I bought my family Disney passes. We booked Christmas vacation. All these things because I'm living as her, the fool's version of me. I'm creating an impact, I'm creating a ripple effect. I'm creating a business that, suits my lifestyle. And when I give, I'm certainly allowed to receive. I truly believe that my company is the start of women's success. And so these are things that can be achieved. These are what we help women in the spiritual success experience do. If you do one-on-one work with me, we'll be meeting monthly, 2 times a month. You'll have boxer support with me. And then also you will be accessing the spiritual success experience. Now, I'm not going to get in full details of what that is because we could be here for another hour of what spiritual success experience is. Just let you know, it's my baby. It's 10 years of metaphysical training gone into 1 year. I believe in 12-month containers because I don't believe in silver bullets. I don't believe in quick answers. This is a lifestyle. This is a spiritual journey. You're going to come in one person and you're going to leave an inner feminine beast. Okay. So that is the one-on-one, but also if you are a woman who is, a multi-6-figure entrepreneur already, if you are a woman who is very close to being multi-6 also. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be, but you need to be able to keep up in conversation speed and all of that. I do have what's called the VIP Inner Circle as well. This is my super high level business consulting mastermind. This is for women who get together and I give you all the details exactly on how I got to the level of success I did in my business within a year. $72,000 cash funds. This is not the first time that we've had that in this first year of business. Okay. I'm also pretty open about the fact that I now have 1 employee. That's it. For a long time, there wasn't. I haven't used ads in my business for the last 6 months. That's also happened. I can make fun of myself, but you can go check out my websites. They're not shiny. They're not glittery. That's not what matters. What matters is who you are, standing in your power and creating emotional connection with people and understanding how to prioritize your time, how to hyperspeed results, and always look for the biggest return every single day, making sure that you know what things to do in order to get the result that you have. Understanding how to use momentum and focus. Wherever the focus goes is where the momentum goes. So that is what we're covering in the VIP Inner Circle. These are for women who are at the multi-6-figure level, who's ready to get to the 7-figure. One of my clients, you may know her. She's freaking fabulous. Ms. Kimberly Olson, also known as the Gold Digger Girl. She is somebody that I'm so proud to be doing work with. She's inside the Spiritual Success Experience. I've worked with her sales teams as well. But she has, shared with me that since working with us in the last few months, she has gone from having consistent $300,000 months to now achieving $500,000 cash months in her business. So like, this is some amazing stuff. You'll be seeing some testimonials come out from her soon, but at that same time, you can look into all of that. I'm just here to let you know, I don't mess around. When you show up and you say yes and you commit, I am here to support you. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to let you know about the different ways that you can be working with me. As a recap real quick, we do have VIP days. Also, I do offer half-day VIP days. In case there's just like a little something you need to tweak, that is an option. If you can, though, I definitely recommend the full VIP day where you're going to walk away with that strategy, that structure, that plan, those instant breakthroughs that you know what to do, get it done, and get results kind of experience. Also, one-on-one work. A one-on-one work with me is a 3-month commitment, and we are now on a waiting list. Spots are opening in the end of November, so you can apply for this as well. And remember, when you apply, don't feel nervous. Don't feel like, am I saying the right things? This is just me to see who you are. I'm going to be super honest with you. I'm going to let you know, and it's been known very often that I sometimes say no to working with certain people. And it's not that you're not good, you're not qualified. It's just that I can tune in, I can tap in, and I know if I can get you there. I guarantee my client success because I want to make sure that your success, you understand, is my reputation. So if I feel like we're not gonna be able to energetically connect and be able to get there, I'll be honest about that. So you don't have to worry about, is she just selling me? Like, that's never been my thing. I will never be my thing, okay? So we have VIP day, one-on-one work, or if you're a lady who is like, I want to be surrounded by other women, I want to be able to network, I want to be able to listen and have group coaching where they're going to ask questions that I didn't even think of, and where Cynthia can do, not only coaching a house she hyperspeeded, but actually do hot seat coaching. Actually help to answer questions that I have about implementing throughout the process and getting every single day support inside the Facebook community, then the VIP inner circle may be for you. Okay. So these are what we have going on right now. And of course, if you're somebody who's looking for the mindset, the energy, and the embodiment work, Spiritual Success Experience is always available for you as well. That is our 12-month container to become a her. Everyone says, once I'm confident, then I'll do the thing. No. You must do the thing to become confident. And again, spiritual success is all about mastering your mindset, your meditation, your manifestations, and also metaphysics, understanding how the universal laws work, because if you don't know, they may be working against you. Ladies, thank you so much for this opportunity to hang out with you today. I just wanted to give a little shout out to those who've been hanging out with me. Hey, Linda K. I think you're referring to Miss Kimberly Olsen as being amazing. Yes, she is. Guys, by the way, please go check out her amazing book. She's a top 25 podcast. And just so you know, this lovely book, the foreword was written by yours truly. Super proud of that. Thank you, Kimberly, for that opportunity to write the foreword for you for your #1 best-selling book, even though she has 5 of them. That's a gold digger, isn't it? She's amazing. So who else is here? I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me. Karina, thank you so much for tagging everyone. Kelly, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here. Awesome. Ladies, if you have any questions, definitely reach out to Karina. Love the opportunity to work with you, to help you to hyperspeed and get those results you're looking for in your biz. Ladies, acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later.
Hey, successful soul. Before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really up-level your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.